What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the VSO Gun Channel. It's excellent to have you here as always, and thank you for watching. Today I'm doing a recap on this guy, which is my HRT plate carrier, and I've been testing a whole host of accessories alongside of it that we'll cover in this video. But what I did for this thing is I wanted to try to find a way to test the comfort factor of this plate carrier. To do that, I had the idea that I would wear it for 30 days straight. I would try to do something in it every day for 30 days. Well, 30 days turned into 60 days, and here we are. So I took this thing on the road with me. I took it both hunting in Iowa, deer hunting in Ohio, shooting on the range. I've worn it in my day-to-day around the office, doing various things, just to kind of see how versatile the thing can be. And it's pretty excellent, I have to say.
Go ahead and pull it off. Good job.
Now, one of the things that I think is pretty unique about it is they have couple different things built in for modularity. They offer a cummerbund, but I am anti-cummerbund. I really like the slick plate carrier. What's interesting about it is the attachment system that we use. So this is one of many attachments they have for it, but this is the Maximus organizer, and it's set up for AR-15 magazines right now. You just take these two buckles, clip them in, and boom, you are set up for AR-15. Now, I've been running around with this thing all week because it is deer season. So this is a 350 Legend, so it will absolutely do the shorter magazines. But basically the way this thing works is inside here, goodness gracious. Okay, you can see here, this is the 3 magazine separator for AR, but there's also a whole host of other things that can go in here. Like, for instance, I used it for a 308 for a while, and so that's a 2 magazine shingle that goes down inside there, and they also offer SMG stuff. On the side, we have 2 pistol magazine pouches or utility pouches for things like multi-tools and the like, and then some additional storage compartments here on the front that have their own built-in organization, but the idea being that when they're not in use, they smash flat, along with the whole magazine pouch. You can see here that when this thing is empty, it basically crushes up to nothing. Now, to test this plate carrier out, I put in my choice of armor, which is the Caliber multi-curve plates with the anti-spall coating. There is just a little bit of squish room where it can move around ever so slightly. To solve that, I put an anti-trauma pad, took out all the rest of the room and the carrier. One of the other things that I used quite a bit, actually, and this was kind of dumb if you think about it because I was walking around in like chest-high water, was this shotgun rig. Nothing sucks more than fishing around in a pocket during a shotgun course. And now you have all of that shotgun capacity there on the front. Taking a look at the back side, I have 2 additional storage pouches back here. I'm going to lay this thing down and show you guys how those things click in. So taking a look here, you can see that this is actually a zipper system. Velcro backing, right like that. But if we could for a second, just look at these pouches and see how they're constructed. These are paracord that has been woven up. They blow all the way open so they can fold all the way open. So to continue with the modularity and functionality that's built into this thing, this is actually a back version of the Maximus. You can see here that this front pouch and this secondary pouch are analogous to these pouches on the Maximus that we ripped off the front and this open Velcro section. I can get in here and pull that Velcro away. That is an admin pouch that has been stuffed inside of that Maximus compartment. The difference being that the rear Maximus is zippered on versus the buckles on the front. Shoulder pads, fairly appreciable with some functionality for like attachment, you know, the grommets there as well as these hooks.
So the shoulder pads in this, I actually really like them. They're not super thin like some of the other ones you do with like Faro Concepts and Spirited Systems. They're actually got padded in them. I know I run an LV119 from Spirited Systems, and as soon as I put my plate carrier on, it's like they're thin, so it makes my traps hurt a lot because I'm also a sissy.
I was gonna say that's a gym problem.
Yeah, I'm a sissy, but I do really like these a lot, so I'm probably gonna buy these.
Well, there you go.
And the placard.
Yeah, spending Nate's money. I'll hoist this up here so you guys can see it. On the inside of both, the front and back of the carrier are some pads, and they're actually, I want to say that they're probably like a 1/2 inch thick, maybe between 1/4 and a 1/2 inch thick on either side, so it keeps the curve of that plate from digging into you. But wait, there's more. So one of the other reasons that this video has been taking so long is I've been waiting for a particular product from HRT to come to fruition so that we could include it in today's video. And that is this guy right here. Another back panel, attaches just like those two pouches that you saw on the back of the plate carrier in the last segment. But you'll notice this looks very much like those two pouches that we had on the back, except for in addition to that Maximus setup that we saw earlier, this also blows open into a storage compartment and hydration bladder space. So this basically turns the back of your plate carrier into a backpack with hydration capacity. And if you'll notice right here, see that? Another zipper. That, if I can do this deftly enough, is a compression zipper. So you can blow this thing out even wider if you want to, or you can crush stuff down using those zippers, just like you do when you go to the airport and you have that double zipper on your luggage. That thing right there. Now, one more thing that I wanted to talk about real quick. I chose to use these side straps instead of having a cummerbund. It was my choice to do so. They do offer a cummerbund. There are a lot of people on the internet talking about how this is weaker than a cummerbund. So I was like, well, how weak is it? So I went to the gym left over from the quarantine and hung this plate carrier up fully loaded with all the stuff in it and hung 300 pounds of weight off of it. Basically, all that happened was these buckles shifted down like this. They totally took the weight, no problem whatsoever. I'm gonna weigh this thing as well to see how much it weighs, if I have a scale that'll actually do it. But in addition to the weight of the plates and the magazines in it, it was able to take 300 pounds of weight attached to it. I don't think that they're very weak at all. Your mileage may vary. Winter time, winter gun. Who doesn't love a little 7.62 by 39 action? And yes, it does absolutely do AK magazines. And again, that's because we have different inserts that are pretty flexible on what they can retain in here. And it absolutely does work with AK magazines. And I tried a couple AK-74 magazines, they also fit. I don't know if it was in the original design to be able to accommodate that or not, but I know that some people are going to ask. Moving on from there, my critiques on the rig. Very few and far between, actually. One, in particular, really only, and that is, why is the modularity the way that it is? And I know that sounds relatively unintelligible on its face, but why is it buckles on the front and zippers on the back? Why isn't it all buckles and Velcro? Why isn't it all zippers and Velcro? Why are we mixing and matching? I mean, it's not like I can just, guns unsafe. It's not like I can reach back here and run this zipper. You know what I mean? It's not like it's got some kind of like QD, like I'm relatively flexible and I can't get at that stuff. I couldn't get it a buckle either. So my question is, why are we doing it that way? Maybe there's a really good reason for that, but I see it in terms of like, I think that we've just kind of complicated the system a little bit more than it needs to. I really, really like this attachment system. I'm less attached to the zipper Velcro snappy stuff on the back. Now, to close this video out, I want to do something a little bit different. I've got some more attachments that are supposed to come in for this plate carrier soon, that I'm going to continue to test alongside this thing. But I want to know in the comment section down below, what aspects of this piece of equipment do you guys want to see tested, and how? Destructive testing is not off the table. The idea being that I want you guys to drive the testing on this thing, because I've told you what is important to me. I want to know what's important to you as far as a plate carrier system is concerned, because this thing, in my opinion, is pretty awesome. And I brought a whole bunch of ammo with me that I've allotted for today's video that I'm going to shoot now. Oh yeah, snowy.